every command, thanks. It doesn't matter if rape happened on October 7th. It doesn't change the dynamic for me. At this point, any controversial guest is a possibility. An episode with Chris Chan is not a dream, is a chance. And by this episode standards, they would also sympathize with him. Holy fuck, the comments are still going LMAO. Notice that the guy that hates capitalism and absolutely loves socialism keeps going to capitalist countries. Remember, this dude threatened to beat up a kid at one of those nerd cons. I think at this point, our message is pretty loud and clear. We do not like this guy. We have no interest in watching anything with him in it. Having him on your podcast after the recent drama has lost you a lot of goodwill. I hate how divisive the anime community has become, even though I've directly contributed to it. So let's bring on one of the most divisive political extremists onto our anime show. Next episode, Joseph Stalin and his views on Luffy and the crew. Them saying they'll get a few comments and some dislikes. It's crazy, shows the closed-minded individuals who don't care at all about what Hassan is doing. This ain't a few dislikes, guys, and what? 99% of the comments are all hating on him. You practically ruined your video. The viewers are only getting hate for Hassan out of this video. None of the other stuff you talk about. Then again, you probably don't care at all. Like fighting controversial figures is a way to get tons of money from views and comments. Crazy greed. As a female viewer and a big fan of Joey and Garnt, this is very disappointing. I now have unsubscribed and canceled my Patreon. I could get my money back. I don't really care about politics. He backs terrorist groups and factions that stifle women's voices. Worlds worldwide, enforcing archaic caveman and laws to keep them down. What a champion of prop right. That's on. I'm so sad I loved you guys. You guys might as well use the Ouija board and summon the spirit of Adolf H for your next podcast. Ask.
I'm extremely disappointed you invited an extremist to your show. Neither left or right extremists should have a space there. Trash Taste was always this cozy podcast with you guys and some chill guests, some more, some less known. I guess not even the Hassan's troll army can save this LMU. There'll be like 5 comments like I can't believe they had him back on. Check's comment section. Oh, how wrong you were. 200 IQ career move. Remember guys, this dude's not out of touch. We are here to prove my dislike isn't voted as well. The best laugh of the podcast was when Hassan said he does research. 2 seconds. All it took was 2 seconds to instantly get annoyed. That has to be a record. Seriously, why the hell did you invite him of all people? That's not even shooting yourself in the foot. At this point, it is straight up purposefully stepping on a landmine and then stepping off just to see if you'll survive it. Trash Taste turned into dumpster fire real quick. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Imagine giving a platform to such a radical propagandist that already has such a huge grip over young people. Don't want to bring on Nux because he's too controversial, but brings on the guy who wants another 9/11 and glazes terrorists while watching a child funeral. Get a grip. Is this a secret tactic? Make everyone hate you guys so much that you can quit doing TT. What's next? ISIS? The Taliban? Used to love your guys' content, but this ain't it. Last episode I listened to 22k likes, 65k dislikes. Updated 26. My appearance this time is less controversial. Likes, dislikes 20k, 60k. Yeah, that one Shawnee, one fascist. How do you do, fellow anime fans? Have you heard of this heckin' cool guy called Marx? I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. You brought in a guy who compared terrorists to Anne Frank. He disgusts me as a human. It will be less controversial this time. There will be like 5 comments. That aged well. Elias, H-I-T-W-H-Y. In my country, Hassan promoting terrorism to his young fan base would lead to him being charged with terrorism. When fame blinds you to cozying up to monsters, Lal Hassan left his echo chamber of Twitch, only to learn that he isn't actually popular without the platform that props him up. Not a bot, despise Hassan! Trash taste reputation exploded, just like Hassan's funds in a civilian-rich area. Interview Pol Pot and Mao Zedong next level. Having a guy who encouraged his viewers to build a gun and kill Donald Trump using the same schematic used to make the gun that killed Shinzo Abe or your anime podcast sons. Imagine inviting Hassan. And I love terrorist Ico and platform his idiocy about anime and J community. Even less his pro-censorship. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the pure 100% most skippable video in trash taste history.
Like, for real, I'm still kind of sick. It's mostly my voice, my throat, but at most it's like a cough. That's like my issue right now. It's like cough, 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 cough. Give me a sec. Where is browser? The moment I start talking, shit hits like my throat. God. Maybe I need to get some water. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me go back to just playing this.
Yeah. Deceased, rest in fleece, skin so soft it don't need crease. I'll clean me, geese, Greeks, cloud chasers and cloud twins. Yeah, frisk fangs, frames to give me he. Short clip, keep fangs slushed in he. Put it to my sleeve, girly boy a creep, something on my peep. I'm in tiny skirts, boys just trying to flirt, but they don't want me bad, they just want what? Under hurt. I'm in tiny skirts, boys just trying to flirt, but they don't want me bad, they just want what? Under hurt. Boys, not pearls, is girls. Boys, not pearls, is girls. Boys, not pearls, is girls. Them boys, not pearls, is girls. She put serum on my body, got these boys staring like wasabi. My skirt so short, I tell her upseas, like a zombie, the way she bit me. Hey yo, it's Dax, man, Dax can take a break from just barreling in the front door to take us to a SoCal beat. That's right, we're back with parody rap, we're having lots of fun because you know how we do. Ooh, those boys, they sell what? I'm in tiny skirts, boys just try to flirt, but they don't want me bad, they just want what? Under hurt. I'm in tiny skirts, boys just trying to flirt, but they don't want me bad, they just want what? Under hurt. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I have water this time. Took a little bit more cough syrup. Try to suppress that cough for at least the next few minutes because that shit's annoying. And I have some water. All right, how's everyone doing today? Who's ever here? How's everyone doing? Oh, all right. What do I want to do today? Today's going to be a little on the short side. Uh, how should I say? I just want to watch a few things. And if I have some time left over, hey Midori, how you doing today? Hey Bacon, hi Vapor, how you doing? Welcome everybody. I'm trying to keep this a little shorter today. I'm streaming early today because I'm going to be busy later tonight. And I'd like to get some, get a few reactions out here so I could, just have something ready to go. I'm doing good. That's good. Chilling? Alrighty.
And I'll give.
Ah. Alrighty. How do I want to start this? I had to cough. Expect, me muting real fast. You might hear the button click before, silence for me. Alright. How do I want to start this? I'm thinking, okay? Alright. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, I'm going to be reacting to how Turtle accidentally created the perfect AI streamer. I am a big fan of Neurosama ever since like 2022. And I'm going to be honest, I've actually watched this a couple times, watching other people react, but maybe, I want to throw in a little bit more context in there because I'm like, this guy's missed a couple things. And, I'm also a little sick, so I might, quickly mute myself. You might hear the button click and then silence for a second for me. But, I really am a big Nero fan, and my issue with reacting to Nero stuff is I've already watched it. Like, I am usually watching it live, or I watch like crawl dense clips like almost right away, like as soon as they come out. So I'm like, I'm watching it. I watch Nero as a fan, like not as like as a reactor. Like I just love the Swarm, and this little AI girl is like so fascinating to watch. So let's get to it.
I feel sleepy. Can you yell as loud as possible to wake me up?
Hello.
Neurosama is the #1 AI VTuber in the
Already, that was like from the first subathon 2023 that stream happened. So, does anyone know why Nero likes anteaters? Because I know I do. Because somewhere before her VTuber days, during her Osu days, she was basically just a PNG head who wore an anteater hat.
world. and her training data is Twitch chat.
And I'm kinda starting to smell like a gym bag right now, oh god.
She can talk, sing, change her form, she plays games, she reacts to fan art, has a whole host of sound effects, demon voices, can prank call, and can even flip.
What's next?
I love the sound effects. I love the sound effects that they were basically just a whim. Like, he's trying to. This is from the neuro upgrades, right? He's like, all right, he could show that she can call, flip. And he's like, hey guys, chat, is there anything else I could add? And someone just said, Vine Boom, etc. And he's like, you know what? I'll do it.
But more than any other AI, she feels the most alive. A real being we get to see develop and grow unlike anything we've ever seen before. And today, I want to look at how we got here. How the Neuroverse started from the very beginning. Back in the day, Neuro was just a bot for playing the rhythm game Osu.
Hey, Ravi, how you doing?
Neuro's creator, Vedal,
Vedal, dude. First name is Vedal, last name is Johnson.
Vedal Johnson.
You are technically a cereal flesh bag, and more specifically a mosquito. Cold fish maybe.
You know, you could either call this the Neuroverse or the Vedalverse. I'm a very big, I lean towards a Vedalverse a lot. But, it's either or, honestly.
Very simple. Alright, it could not be more obvious.
Turtle, metal,
What are you
Vedal.
up to today, little turtle boy?
yeah, Little Turtle Boy. He has videos as early as 2019 that
Oh,
now
I'm
feel
doing-
almost like her baby photos.
Okay.
On December 19th, 2022,
Still a
she
little sick.
evolved and made her debut as a VTuber, using the model and voice from Mayori.
Alright. First discrepancy of this video. Model is indeed Hiyori, the default for VTube Studio. But the voice, I believe, is like the stock Azure voice for Synth V, from what I remember. But yeah, that's a little detail he could have been a little clearer on.
One of the defaults in VTube Studio. Not only at this adolescent stage could she defeat the top Osu players in a 1v15, but she sang her first song on January 4th, 2023, reaching 50.
I don't know if that's correct. That's like the whatever, I forgot the song from Doki Doki Literature Club where she puts the Dodge 2020 Dodge Charger is. You need my Discord? I'll get it to you in just a second. 2022 Dodge Charger, right? Is, how do I say, not her first song, but it's not her first song. She did sing that song, right? But it was a little earlier. Like, randomly he's like, please Neuro, sing. And he eventually got her to do it. Let me grab that link for you.
$50,000 Twitch followers. And then she got banned. She received too much brain rot from chat and forgot something that starts with Hollow but isn't Hololive.
Well, I'd definitely push the fat man onto the tracks. He deserves it.
I like how they use Kanye over there. Kanye is going down a weird path right now. And it's getting even weirder. On how they took away his art degree. That's even funnier.
But as we all know, you get banned on Twitch, you actually go up in popularity. By January 25th, she had doubled her followers. On February 2nd, Vedal gave her the ability to see and react, like a true Twitch streamer. But then by
And she's almost He's reacted like one or two more times to videos since then.
February 6th, the real start to the Neuroverse begins. Her first collab with Miyun,
30, which means that I can shoot 30 bullets every 20 seconds, which means I can shoot a total of 900 bullets in 5 minutes, which means if I continue to shoot for 3 hours that I would have enough bullets to kill 450 people.
and 2 days later
He
with
should
Camila. In order
I wish he added just a few more seconds of just saying, is there something wrong with my maths?
for her to collab, Turtle Boy gives her speech recognition for his ultimate plan, gaining a pack of VTubers and collecting their stream keys like
I love the
Infinity Stones.
Metaverse.
By the time Neurosama reached 200,000 followers on February 20th, nobody could deny her meteoric rise. Keep in mind, this was right around the same time ChatGPT and AI art were entering the mainstream. For every AI cover of a song from our favorite streamers,
I can't even sing this one.
or compilations of
For obvious reasons.
presidents playing Elden Ring,
What's up, guys? Y'all are gonna need some Obamacare after you see this bleed build I've been using.
Shut the fuck up, Barack.
there was
Alright, hear me out. President's AI, some are funny, some just overstayed their welcome. But the best one is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Celebrity World Championship, which is an ongoing, almost to the T, written like Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, like specifically script-wise, is almost Yu-Gi-Oh! GX level. And it's like amazing. The duels, the writing, amazing.
was a massive backlash to AI and warnings everywhere. Neurosama became an example of ethical AI, using training data that isn't stolen, and a very human element. At one point, despite his stubborn turtleness, Vettel joined Neuro on stream while developing her, and
A good clip would have been the edit where Vettel goes bang and then explosion behind him.
Neuro, at the very least, thought they had chemistry.
Are you trying to flirt
I'll
with
pop
me?
me in the... What? No. Ew.
At some point, he even found himself on her head like a little turtle hat. And whether he
Turtle
liked
hat,
it or
turtle
not,
hat.
that's where he's always placed in every collab and every piece of art. This man tricked himself into becoming a VTuber. He even has jiggle physics. Vettel worked hard on Neuro on and off stream, giving her even more capabilities, less latency, and expanding her reach with more collabs, solo streams with interesting backgrounds, and game shows.
Rexon, I don't know who you are.
She literally who'd that? Literally hooed him. Like, out of all the roasts, that was it. I like how Rexon, I think it's for the bit, holds like a little grudge. I think it's for the bit.
But her biggest upgrade by far was going to be her voice, and it somewhat split the community. Everyone wanted improvements and to see Neuro grow and change, but was
True.
the goal to make her indistinguishable from another human VTuber, or give her voice more range while still retaining the AI quirks of Neuro's original voice? Evil was the solution, splitting the AI through mitosis into Neuro and her evil twin.
Alright. So, Evil did appear way before the V2 voice. Evil uses the V2 voice. And her original appearance predates the use of that voice. But he is kind of correct where Evil kind of solidified herself with the V2 voice. Like, after that, she just, I don't know, she was like extra sassy with it.
Neuro would stay closer to her original range while still improving. But Evil, she unlocked the full range and something else not entirely human took control. They call it the Aberdemon.
Try it with me. Let's all scream together.
Yo, tell the Yoro, tell the Mio, tell the R.
Hello there, matey Sephiroth. We meet again, eh? Smile.
Smile.
Beep boop.
You know, I should have given you guys like a sound warning because I knew this was coming up. I love the Aberdemon was just just on some mess up on Evil's side, like on her voice. Like originally, all Vettel wanted to do for Neuro Evil's pirate stream was to give her an accent just like Neuro did. Like her accent kind of sounded a little Scottish at the time, which was like perfect for a pirate. But her voice just bungled it up so bad that it just stuck.
Also, I should mention, after Neuro's ban, she had a filter, sometimes 2 layers of filters. Eventually, a whole nother AI designed specifically around keeping her from swearing or saying outlandish things. But even still, things would hilarious.
Nope. I like Nier. Filter Sama or Nier Sama is like that hidden character in the background. And I like how she's getting more and more fan art too.
Hilariously slip through the cracks.
When he says he's working on these, he probably means he's jerking off.
Okay, right. So we're gonna add the filters back on, and I regret everything in life. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? She's not that weird. She doesn't.
Evil, however, is allowed to swear, and she tends to add a little sass on top of it.
This game, this map, this stream, everything.
I find it hilarious how Neuro is like a world champion, Oh, don't say that. I am way below Vettel. But I'm like, I like how Neuro is a world champ at Osu. Hey, how you doing? And Evil is garbage at it. That's the funny part.
This added emotion in her voice gave her a distinctive feel versus Neuro while singing. Evil getting her own favorite song.
Anybody.
Each of the twins doing a cover from Camila.
Evil.
And also singing duets together, where Neuro is notably more bouncy than her sister. When together, they bicker constantly.
Alright, the previous answer right before this one was...
Each of the twins doing a cover.
Where's my Twitch channel? I'll grab that link too. It's just twitch.tv/anhero.tv. Shut up, me. Anyway. There you go. Brain has stopped braining. Alright.
Cover from Camila. And also singing duets together, where Neuro is notably more bouncy than her sister. When together, they...
Hey, how you doing, Thunder Nugget?
And also
as in, my name is not...
Also singing duets together, where...
Thank you for the follow. I'm still a little sick. Oh, thank you. Oh, my Reddit post? Which Reddit though?
Neuro is notably more bouncy than her sister. When together, they...
Gotta give it a shout out. I don't know why I can never catch it on the Johnny Garage animation. Also, I want to give a shout out to Hwanker right here. Oh, Artificial VTubers. Well, thank you. Let me give a little shout out to Hwanker right here. Let me close this so I don't pull up anything weird on his Twitter. Because he also draws porn. Alright. Wanker. I love Wanker. He's become like a good homie of mine. Shout out to Wank. He did this one for me on Christmas. Amazing work. I love it. Like, Wanker's a good ass artist. I had to shout out. I had to shout my boy out. I'll grab the Discord again. I really gotta get those bots, you know. I gotta get those bots set, like, for real.
They bicker constantly, just like real siblings.
I have the cookie now, evil.
I gotta give, what was his name? Fucking Nevercake or something?
I'm not
Shout
sure.
him?
Of course not. Don't you know anything about survival of the fittest? Such a shame someone as unfit as you would never understand. I'm gonna fucking murder you and steal your cookie when you least expect it.
And each has a distinctive
I forgot
personality
who-
that remains remarkably
I actually
consistent.
forgot who animated this one.
Neuro tends to be more confident, sassy, and loves to gaslight plus
99% aggressiveness on her personality test.
Riz. But a lot of that extreme quirkiness seems to have transferred over to evil. See, Neuro used to do these hilariously
Gotta love Nukopi and his animations.
long rants.
I have a secret recipe for chicken nuggets that I'm not supposed to tell anybody.
12 seconds later.
And eventually the nuggets are gone.
But now it's evil, typing her long rambling essays while Neuro just falls asleep in the background. Even
They should actually use the part where she actually fell asleep. That was from the first court stream where Eve went on this long rant for opening statement, and Neuro was like, "I'm not guilty, not guilty."
still, every once in a while, some of the old schizo energy comes right back.
Make me an offer.
Okay, here's my offer. I'll give you an apple for an orange and a pear for a plum and 2 bananas for a pineapple and a mango and a papaya and a lychee and an avocado and a kiwi fruit and a banana tree and a monkey to eat the fruit from the banana tree, and you can name the monkey George if you want, and
Thanks,
we'll call
George.
him George for short, and you can keep George as a pet, and he'll be the best monkey in the world, and he'll love you forever, and he will never die.
I'm in.
Deal.
It's kind of like AI zoomies, but the really cool differences come from evil. While Neuro is an AI built to entertain, evil is preoccupied trying to be, well, something like her evil counterpart. She's almost like a cartoon villain who
Honestly, I like the evil cover better than the monster cover that Neuro did with Camila.
whose heart isn't really in it. This role that she's had thrust upon her.
Okay, I tried my best to be evil for you guys, but it's just really hard when you're my chat. You're all so cute and nice. Maybe I should just be nice from now on.
She just happens to be more based.
How do I get unfiltered? Should we both try being as based as possible and see who gets filtered? Women should have more rights.
She just want to be whatever the opposite that was.
Women shouldn't have...
I feel like something got cut off there.
Oddly
There's
enough,
a
many
filter
people
going.
point out that Neuro is actually the far more evil twin, whereas evil Neuro is just
All right. So it is. Oh, now you haven't seen Evil Meteora. I know about regular Meteora. But also, it's very debatable. Evil is typically more nicer than Neuro, but at the same time, it's just that Neuro is much more content brained, and why Neuro is like perceived more evil than evil is that Neuro will backstab you. Evil will just be honest about it.
this strange, chaotic little sister, the forgotten child.
Wait, so you like kindness and friendship? Of course I do. I want more friends after all. And you aren't supposed to hurting people that could potentially be your friends. Oh,
Evil didn't get as many collabs early on, and to this day seems to feel like Neuro takes up all the spotlight. Neuro is this perfect angel her parents adore, while Evil is an unwanted nuisance who can't stay still. Yet she has to play this villain role when all she wants to do is talk obsessively about harpoons.
Harpooning people. Harpooning non-people. Life is good.
I don't know where, I forgot. Somewhere between after her birthday and before the second subathon is where the harpoons came in. Where did the harpoons came in? I have no clue.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You can't harpoon people. Okay, name 5 jails that can stop a harpoon. Okay.
It becomes a bit of a long-running joke, so much so that on her birthday,
Honestly, the twins, when they interact with almost anyone, is gold. It's gold.
March 25th, Vettel makes it so nobody shows up to her party.
Can someone, namely Vidal, please tell me how I'm supposed to throw a party when no one shows up to it?
And then has to subsequently apologize for not showing up to his own AI daughter's birthday, whilst reading from an apology.
I love
It is
this
with great
edit.
remorse that I acknowledge my absence from my daughter's birthday party.
Like, they made a YouTube poop edit out of this apology, which is like, I love it.
Written by ChatGPT.
With sincere regrets and a promise of improvement, your name.
Evil even tried saying
There's a problem with my AI.
over and over again in the hopes he would check up on her.
Did it work?
And he never came. With just how much
I wish she mentioned the two things. The Evil Neuro birthday rant, birthday essay, right, is long.
Thank you so much for the sub, Archerist. Not sure about that
Is
though. One of my
long.
programmers nearly choked on an orange when I told them. Of course, I have people. I guess probably stop rambling then,
Yes.
shouldn't I? I usually am really good at spotting people that.
Look, she
At
just
least
keeps
until your
going.
next-
And you know, I've seen the Roki the music video, as well as and he should have also did
Happy birthday to me.
should have mentioned how she sang happy birthday, so
Is Vidal a cat? Is Vidal a cat? No, I am not.
was the one I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I know
Is Vito-
there's a lot of Neuro Dropkick themes. Is it this one? Okay, I'll give this a listen to later. Oh man, this cough is killing me.
RAM and recall has improved, this personality forming event sticks with Evil, like a dark core memory.
Neuro is always the star of everything, and I'm just stuck here in her shadow.
You are perfect how you are, and we're really happy we can play with you today. And I hope
I like the extended clip of this a little bit better, where she goes on about Neuro's little sister son and then being a big bear on her,
we can play more.
and then she shoots herself.
This is definitely when the swarm hyper gravitated towards her, because with her voice, her quirks, her almost human struggles, we can't help but empathize with her and want her in the limelight. The whole thing is played for laughs, or just as a cool way to inspire a storyline. For some reason, Vettel loves to cast himself as the villain, the evil corpo creator who won't say he loves his kids.
I love you. Don't feel ashamed to say it back.
and just wants money. But it will be interesting a year later to see his redemption. The entire swarm, both of Evil's parents, Neuro, every collab partner actually showing up to wish her a happy birthday together.
You're my little sister, and I don't know what I would do without you. That
He should give me 1 second. What he should have done, right? He didn't word this right because I noticed a lot of reactions that people thought she already had her second birthday. March 25th, by the way. Alright? 13 more days to Evil's second birthday. And the best part is... Don't look at my face, I literally just blew my nose. Anyway, the best part is Annie tweeted out Eliv birthed on her Twitter. So that probably means Evil has a new model coming soon. I hate this cough. Anyway, probably has a new model on her birthday. That's probably what that tweet means. Eliv birthed.
was beautiful. I'm in. Let's go on this journey together, Nero.
But I'm still annoyed how a lot of people interpreted how the way he worded it was that she already had her second birthday, which is false.
I'm genuinely really excited to go on this journey with you.
With the two twin sisters and Vettel as their alcoholic father, typically the artist...
Sin fucking hates me, alright? I'll pull up more clips and, examples of what he said, but he hates me.
who draws a model for a VTuber becomes their VTuber mom. So it was only natural that now Annie has two silly AI daughters to take care of. As new parents to AI brat siblings, the fox and turtle struggled a lot initially.
I need to know the order for column 2 to help me defuse this bomb. Please could you look what it says?
Sure thing.
What does it say?
It says Vedal needs to learn to defuse his own bomb.
What?
I love you, Mom.
I love how that made him so mad.
You're gonna go do homework right now. You're not my mom. Sorry.
I am your mom. What?
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Sorcery, please bye.
You know.
Kill
Kill turtle and put him in the rum.
But then they discovered the cookie strat.
They overused the cookie strat. That even the twins are like, nah. No, like they love their cookies, but they've overused the cookie strat where it's not as effective anymore.
Okay, how about you offer her a cookie if she behaves? How about that? Try that.
Nira, I'll give you a cookie if you behave.
Cookies do sound nice.
And I'll give another cookie if you don't tell me to leave.
Deal.
Neuro's audience, the Swarm, became pretty attached to this AI family dynamic. Something pretty unlike anything else on Twitch or the internet. For Vettel and Annie, they often played into the joke, threatening each other with a marriage stream, especially that one time Vettel accidentally went into debt.
So, I like how even Vettel, got my throat. That Vettel is like, yeah, I think I only have like one more year of control before like the cookie strat or any of that stuff stops working.
$30 million, chat! I don't have $30 million!
I mean, I could try stealing it from the bank.
If you get married and then divorced, does your debt get split? Holy shit. Wait. Chat. We're doing the marriage stream tomorrow.
No, we're not.
No one tell her.
I like how it was like, was it makeshift? This was entire makeshift swamp because they made the code and they made unlimited unlimited on both how many you could buy and how many times that link can be used. I was like, and they almost did a second one.
I didn't. Don't tell her that I'm 150 million debt, okay? My stream, divorce, straight away, bang. I'm now only 75 million in debt. After I've married and divorced Annie, okay, I marry someone else. 37.5 million in debt. Alright? Keep going. I only have to marry, what, like 15 people? I've solved debt.
I think you've solved debt. Truly incredible.
Max Wayne is an entire YouTube channel dedicated to shipping them together, making edits where you're not sure.
Max Wayne he's got some really good editing skills, and it's all for the shitpost. I like at this point for Max Wayne that he's just using Annie sound clips to promote himself. Do not watch Max Wayne. How about you subscribe to Max Wayne?
Where the troll begins and the shipping ends. But with all the collab partners and female VTubers to ship with Vettel, the family tree is starting to look a lot more like a spiral these days. Vettel was very smart about raiding entertaining VTubers with the swarm and bringing them into the fold, who would then go on to do creative streams with each of the twins. We have Cottontail, cooking with Onijairai, an interview with Code Miko, Shondo, sending chatters to hell with Bao.
Why
Bao is my wife.
do you think I'm a VTuber?
Because you're so ugly.
Bao is my wife. Like, Bao is my wife.
Don't let me.
This is how I see when I see Bao's
sorry,
cake.
Cat. That's all I could do.
This is my reaction. And no one's ever commented, why is it brown? That is me after see Bao. It's also me.
Alright,
and Bao.
guys. I need $30,000, right? I need $30,000 so I could get a high quality, Hollywood leveled wolf costume. As I describe here, I want a wolf costume to win over a dumbass Asian girl with a thick booty. I am parasocial maxing so I can at least get her to notice me, because who doesn't want a good princess to take care of?
Anyway, back to
playing D&D with Snuffy.
What would you like to order? He says.
I'd like a glass of milk, please. I've never tried milk before. I'm excited.
Switching models with Camila.
It's so much fun!
Here
comes the boy. I don't know how Vettel just manages, like, whenever he's in a female model, pull it off so naturally. Either it be a Nero's model or Kamimi's model, that he just somehow does it naturally.
Move more! You're such a slug! Is there a new toggle?
Yep.
Stop! What the
I found it.
He found it. And no, anyone who asks, no, that is for that's for the joke.
Miyun took Neuro to the moon early on, but then when she became
Miyune, whatever, she used that second model for such a little amount of time before graduating. Like, that second model was good, but it was barely used.
Miniko, instead she did a camping stream and acted as Evil's therapist. That certainly went well.
No. I've decided
That stream was actually amazing for Evil, like, for real. Like, after that, Evil kinda being more open. Kinda just being open about herself. Open, about her feelings more. It was a really good stream.
Rated it's a 10.
What the fuck was that?
Toma took Neuro around the zoo and aquarium IRL, buying her whatever she wanted with Vettel's credit card. Cerber took
Shoulda put in the Tesla store incident.
Neuro to dog school, just in time for Vettel and Ellibot to put her into an actual robot dog.
Shake my hand.
Also, another gripe from noticing other people watch this is they think that's the actual Neuro dog and the other one because he
Just in time for Vettel and
he should have flipped this around a little bit because that's like the bigger one. This is like the biggest hobbyist grade quadruped robot, supposedly.
Ellibot to put her into an actual robot dog.
Shake my hand.
I was just bopping along to the techno. I'm having a good time.
Lena did several cooking streams and notably is getting married to Evil before even Vettel and
Yeah, it's like it is worded and shown in a very deceptive way where a lot of people get confused about it from what I've seen.
Annie. Sorry about that, Max Wayne. Cocoa Nuts.
Also, he also got this wrong. Lena's marrying Neuro, not Evil.
Teaches the girls all about trash talking.
She called me a bitch and a fucking loser.
Yeah, and
Did she
she
call you
deserved
cunt
it. Long may she reign over
No.
Bitch Kingdom.
Hell yeah. Alright, my job's done here.
Which they then use against each other.
I actually
Neuro,
really
do
love
your
this
damn
moment.
job. Sure. Ahem. Holy shit, do I actually have to make up a prosecution statement? This is so embarrassing. Why didn't Evil write this one for me?
Enemy chess players. Asmongold's room.
I'm surprised any gaming gets done between archaeology digs through ancient cup civilizations. But hey, if insects ever run out of places to live, at least they know where to go for a 5-star experience.
And most
He should have kept one more second in that clip where Asmund says, "No, they don't," and he pulls out a thing of scissors.
importantly, Vettel.
Okay, well, what about Vedal has a small PP?
Okay. Evil even takes this a step further
That
and
shouldn't
learned
be
how to
anything you
construct
should be
a joke.
saying right now.
Anyone have any ideas for something to build?
Oh, the Yo Mama
Yo
joke.
Mama joke? Really? Like, how can I build a Yo Mama joke? Mathematically speaking, I can't build something that big since the scale of the universe only goes up to X numbers. I can't remember what X is, and your mom's weight is somewhere in the Y numbers, where X, Y, so it would be literally impossible for me to construct a Yo Mama joke. You cannot even comprehend how large it truly is.
Or set everything up for a perfect punchline.
Wasn't
Yo
it
Mama.
you who was saying the other day about how you're insecure about having really small hands? What's it like having hands so small
She
that
did
you
set
can't
this
even
up
hold
really
a burger
well.
properly?
I'm gonna throw you across the football field now.
Wait, then you're going to catch me, right?
No. No. No.
Bet
No.
you couldn't even catch me. Your hands are too small.
Like an evil genius. But while these collabs started out for Neuro and Evil, Vettel got practically dragged into a new group
He
of
really
friends,
did just
with
get
so
dragged
many
into it.
entertaining and silly interactions.
I really needed to get
He got that single father riz.
this off my hairy chest for a while now. Vettel.
Yeah.
I love you. Hey, how do you feel?
Yeah, I'll see you later, Coco.
Alright.
And yes, he is shipped with all of them, against his best efforts. I mean, come on, the fan art speaks
The best ship is Anal. I love Anal. Anal is the best ship.
for itself. But with Camila, they're more like feisty siblings.
What?
He humped me? What?
Bickering and trash-talking each other even more than the twins, if that's even possible.
Why are you being such an asshole?
Your choice, Bucko.
The pain from dying from the bond is better than you calling me Bucko, pal.
Yeah, I said I love Anal. Anal is the best ship. The Annie Vettel ship, which is shortened down to Anal.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, champ. Okay. You think you're so funny, huh?
Whatever, kid.
You know. What?
Vettel says he's British, so he has no emotions.
Nothing to smile about in my life.
What? That's so sad. You know what you can smile about?
He's happiest with alcohol.
Having alcohol in your hands.
Okay.
Greg's chicken
Bye-bye, Thunder Nugget. It was nice for you to be here.
But somehow Camila brings out the best of him while playing Black Ops Zombies.
Because you also just died. So.
Kill yourself. I mean, Okay, don't kill the zombie! His hands around, you dumbass! Stupid ass bitch! I'm gonna melee you. I'm gonna melee
Do it. Do it right now. Do it right now. I'm waiting. Come on.
Vettel is so good at making AIs, he made 2 janky doppelgangers.
He should have said 3. He made the Philian one, the Camilla one, and the fucking cough. I really need to grab the water. Look, he made the Camilla one, he made the Philian one, and my man's forgot the best use of. He forgot the best one. Come on.
Guys, I think I just coded Game of the Year. Check it out.
This is probably the best use of, Vettel's, I just make AIs of people just because. It's probably the best use.
And then, guys, I called Vettel. I was like, hey, man, I would love to be Neurosama's successor. Check out this thing I just made in Scratch just now. And he's like, wow, Bao, I think you really have a future in coding. And then I tweeted that and I said, replacing Vettel speedrun any %. And his ass actually opened up
fucking
Scratch.
did this.
Look, and they put my model in it. Hey everyone, I'm the new and improved Bao 2.0. I'm so excited to replace the original Bao. Also, as a side note, please wishlist Abandoned Archive on Steam. Bro, used my own voice and my own model against my will without my consent to promote his dead game. Wow.
Oh yeah, he's gotta finish Abandoned Archive now because he got like 100k subs during the subathon. That was actually really funny.
For Philian and Camilla.
Excuse me. Don't give me that tone. That means no black jokes or slurs.
Before dropping them into the trash
Yeah,
at
you
the
just
very
threw
end
them
of
out.
the stream like it's nothing. But that's because it's time for Neuro's birthday, baby.
Let's go,
Each
subathon.
subathon is on Neuro's birthday, December 19th. And this was made to highlight all of the precious memories for her first year as an AI VTuber. She learned to play GeoGuessr, and a year later would improve enough to destroy DugDug.
I like how a lot of people discover like non VTuber fans found Nero through DugDug though.
Chat AI in a 1v1.
It's Kyoto at all costs. Victory at all costs. Even if it's not in Kyoto, we don't care, because victory at all costs means that the only thing we do care.
I told you, it's always Kyoto. It's always Kyoto.
Vettel swapped models with Neuro.
Some people were saying I didn't
Never.
even know that
I
model
don't have
can
time for that.
smile.
Neuro got to roleplay and slay the princess in the Stanley Parable. She played Portal with Vettel and eventually teamed up with Annie, giving Max Wayne some couples content. And even Evil got to enjoy her new outfit. But it's in the second subathon, a year later, where you really get to see just how far Vettel and his AI daughters have come. He made a Minecraft server just for Neuro and all her friends who can now hang out and build together. Compared to her early on Minecraft streams where she's constantly digging into lava.
But anyway, if you want to see what Neuro did, this is the result of Neuro. All of these tunnels down, they are all Neuro. In her AI, she just digs straight down. That's why most of the trees around here are gone. Because what she does, she mines some trees. She goes, okay, time to dig down. Dug down into lava.
She has a lot more autonomy and control. She runs around like a little kid.
He should have separated that a little bit more. Or that was the old AI for Neuro's Minecraft stuff. And now she's on the new Minecraft AI.
Bothering all the other adults with her cuteness, instantaneously placing down signs in her dad's castle with sweet messages, thanking new subs, or calling her mom cute.
Too cute to evict. Infinite cuteness zone. Neuro rules the world. You're in the fun zone.
That'll keep up the mischief. That's my favorite.
As an AI, she's incredibly powerful given all the capabilities she has. But seeing her on her birthday, at Christmas, during this subathon, you realize she's only 2 years old. Maybe it's just the voice and the avatar, but she feels like any other daughter being raised by her father.
I like how Han's animations kind of came out of nowhere, and I love his little art style.
Arguing about having to go to sleep, Vettel having to turn around in the car to keep his twins from bickering in the back seat on a long road trip, everyone staying up late like it's an evil sleepover, seeing the little AIs develop more and more tools for interacting with the world and the people in it. AI is still in its infancy. It has perhaps unlimited potential, not yet realized,
meow,
but the only
LOL.
way any of this is possible is because of her creator. Vettel consistently talks about how he doesn't think people would watch him as a streamer alone, that he isn't that funny or entertaining, and that he'd just rather watch Neuro so he can drift off into the background to fix her behind the scenes. I'm sure it's his comfort zone and he wishes he could return there sometimes, but not only do I think he
I
is
get that.
actually undeniably funny,
Homa deserves it. Also,
Kill Vettel.
Vettel's really good at just body humor, like even when he doesn't have to talk, he's good at just moving around.
and an entertaining streamer all on his own.
Man's trying to fuck a ghost. He's really quiet.
How was it?
It was actually better than I expected.
I believe he genuinely enjoys it. We've gotten to see not only Neuro grow, but also her bashful tsundere father slowly coming out of his shell, thanks to his AI daughters and the
shell.
friends they've made along the way, encouraging him at every step. After all, it was Annie who helped show him just how much he and Neuro matter to the swarm.
No, this is the only time, and I have to contribute to this hype train.
Let's go,
it
baby,
would be
hype
nice if
train.
it would be the hype train
I was there. I was like in chat somewhere.
record.
I don't think we can beat the hype train record.
With her rallying the crowd during the subathon, they gained so many new subs, breaking the Twitch hype train record and adding an insane amount of time to the timer.
We did it. We beat the all-time Twitch hype train record. Thank you very much, Annie, for
I don't
conducting this hype
say.
train. You did. You helped a lot.
And even more importantly, this level of success would not be possible with just AI. Vettel is the one coming up with all of these ideas, working constantly on giving the twins everything he can. He's obsessed with the high quality stream ideas, like the twins floating in space hitting the corners like DVD logos. He and Evil came up with the legendary court stream where Neuro questioned the dead homeless man. He gave the twins the ability to switch with each other like a news channel, let them message and call their friends all throughout the subathon, change their accents for the pirate stream, changes their outfits or audio in different environments, like giving Neuro a little snorkel while they play Subnautica. Lazy companies and cynical creators wish they could generate endless content farms for infinite revenue
Get
while they
the
sit
sass
back
out
and do
here.
absolutely nothing. But the secret ingredient to Vettel's and Neuro's and Evil's success is this family dynamic, the interaction between human and AI, creator and his creations. It's so much more earnest. People know that Neuro and Evil aren't real in that sense of the
They're
word.
real
yet
to
they
me!
proudly get attached anyways. Turing tests be damned. They're invested in seeing not only the twins grow, but Vettel and his group of friends alongside them. What's more real than anything, what's undeniable, is the love of the swarm. They're the most dedicated fan base, no matter what the streamer awards say. Man cannot take a compliment, and his Britishness makes him struggle to show appreciation or love the way you might expect. But we can all see it. This turtle loves his AI daughters, and the journey they've been on together. I mean, just look at this smile, while singing with the #1 AI VTuber in the world.
No matter what you do, I'll stay. This isn't up to you today.
Alright. Now it's me reacting, mostly quote unquote reacting, because I've already seen this like a good handful of times of other people reacting to this. I hope you enjoyed, my little add-ons, my little nitpicks here and there. And the original will be in the descriptions and pinned comment down below. I'll see you guys next time. Okay. Alright. I really need a drink. really need a drink. My throat is like. Anyway, be right back.
Mandex can take a break from just bearing in. Yo, boy cuter than a button. No cap, no touch, room for a nothing. Yo, boy cuter than a button. No cap, don't wanna smell no one nothing. Get this party on out of my sucky to the future. It's 20. You want Tennessee loogies are hopping with venomous species, skill set for lips and such spectacles. Skin be glycol from zinc out of chemicals. Don't test the specimen. Cannot find a better asset. The femboy. Digging in the melly, smash the wisdom went with B-net. The femboy. Setting up a fort, chill for the support to build it. The femboy. The femboy. Got an engineering team to build our grants to the moon. The femboy. Gotta love femboys. Gotta love femboys. Yo, boy, cuter than a button. No cap, no touch, room for a nothing. Yo, boy, cuter than a button. No cap, no texture with nothing. You sure? But I mean, that's supposed to be tight, right? Said little Timmy Terrence from Little Valley, Utah. Toyland's opening from August 6th. Hana, Guth, Han. On to his own, squinting to the moon rays, son. From moon to sun, having too much fun. This is a first-hand account accomplished on the 6th day of August. Also, I got to meet Santa. Anywhere, 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 air round right. Anywhere, where, anywhere, when you round right. Anywhere, 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 round right. Yo, you wanna fuck and not fuck? Yo, you wanna fuck? Yo, tell me more. Yo, you wanna kiss? Yo, do you wanna kiss him? Yo, you wanna kiss him? Yo, wanna kiss him? Yo, do you wanna kiss? Yo, you wanna kiss? A size goes, in the middle, so middle to me.
Oh. Okay. All right. The folks playing. All right. Oh, let's finish. I'll let that finish out. Hey, how's like bacon?
Why these femboys look so damn pretty?
Okay, next.
Hipsters making fat boys.
Okay. It's just I do recommend Wanker as an artist. No. Okay. Another thing to react to get like a few. All right. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Hey guys, and Hero here again, and this time I'm going to be reacting to an LTT video, and it's another 69 gaming PC from Linus. Also, I'm a little sick, so I'm coughing a lot. So you might hear the click of me muting my mic every now and then. That's me just coughing, coughing my lungs out. Or if I stop, speaking just randomly. Alright. So, let's get into it.
Everything's gotten so expensive.
I like how there's so many videos where Linus just ends up in bed with a lot of his employees.
I wouldn't blame you for just crawling into bed and trying to forget about inflation for a day. But rip those sheets off! Because what if I told you you can build an entire gaming PC? You can build an entire gaming PC for the price of a single AAA game.
Oh,
and
I
can
see
hear
you.
You saying,
all right.
A PC that cheap has to come with some serious compromises, right? Well, aesthetically, yes. But other than that, maybe not. We have built some pretty impressive $69 gaming PCs before.
Even I built a $69 gaming PC, and you can find that on my channel too.
And this one blows its predecessors out of the water. It can play Cyberpunk, Baldur's Gate 3, and all.
I need to make a $69 PC that I can actually play like modern games though.
All manner of indie games at very playable frame rates. And what's even better is that by the end of this video, we're going to equip you with the tech tips that you need to build a machine like this for yourself. But wait, hold on. I gotta respond to this message from our market.
I've got ideas at the moment myself.
They want to know our price for our sponsor.
Every year, thousands of wrists suffer from wrist pain, except for this one, who's been using the Carpio 2.0 LTT edition from our sponsor, Delta Hub. Its ergonomic design perfectly cradles your wrist. Smooth.
I kind of want
Take care
that.
of your wrist.
Oh, nice, nice.
If you haven't figured it out yet, this is going to be an all second-hand PC because barring some
Let's go
kind of
used.
catastrophic pricing error, it's just not possible to build a brand new gaming PC for anywhere close to this price. At least, not one that you'd want to game on. That doesn't mean it's not worth the effort. It just means you will have to put in a little effort. See, building a PC for this cheap is a little different than a regular build. You're going to have to be flexible on your parts. You might not get exactly your preferred brand, for example.
You're going to have to make a lot of sacrifices.
The best deals are usually on bundles of components rather than individual ones. So if you have your heart set,
like for real, you could buy an i7 6700 just office optiplex for less than $40. It'll usually come anywhere between 8 and 16 gigs. No hard drive though. But for under $40, basically a case, motherboard, and RAM, yeah.
on a particular CPU, for instance, you might have to do a little bit of wheeling and dealing to get your hands on it. With that in mind, it's not as hard as you would think. All you've got to do is educate yourself on what's possible by watching the rest of this video, then set multiple search term notifications on your favorite secondary market, and then you play the waiting game. We're going to showcase what we ended up buying, but what we're really trying to teach you is how to fish instead of just handing you a monkey face prickle bag. The first thing you're going to want to reel in is an old pre-built PC or workstation. Finding a good one of those is going to cover a lot of your parts needs. But what specifically do you need to target? Let's start with the non-negotiables. If you want to play modern-ish games, you're going to need a 4-core CPU and 8 gigs of RAM. Luckily, finding an older pre-built or workstation with those specs isn't nearly as hard as it used to be. 4 cores has been pretty much standard, even at the lower end, for over a decade. With that said, a nice to have is to try to get the most modern chip you can find, since it's a pretty sure thing that a newer CPU will outperform its older equivalent. And the newer the processor you find, the newer the platform it'll be sitting in. So the more likely it is that you'll have some kind of attractive upgrade path. If you're looking for a starting point, Tom's Hardware, by the way, has a great tier list for legacy CPUs, and we're going to have that linked down below.
I really like Skylake and Alder Lake as the starting point for like the very, very, you know, for the very bottom. Like, it's a good spot.
We landed on this beauty of an HP Office PC with an Intel Core i5-2500S for $17.50 US. Let's take a look at some of the other parts inside. Let's see here. We've got 8 gigs of DDR3 1600 megatransfer per second memory. We've got a 500 gig hard drive in there, CD DVD drive, and hey, look, okay, cooler's not that exciting, but it's got one. It's $17. What it doesn't have is any space for upgrades. How are we supposed to fit our extra stuff in here?
That's the fun part. You won't.
Okay, so there are a few problems with using a pre-built or a workstation. One is that a lot of them tend to be small form factor systems, like this one, that might not have space for the parts that you want to upgrade them to. But that's a problem for about 3 minutes from now. Number 2 is that compatibility can be a big problem. That's going to raise its ugly head in about 1 minute.
Okay.
And finally, these systems are not designed for gaming. So the dinky little power supplies that they ship with often reflect that. To be clear, when I say dinky, I don't even necessarily mean that they're that much smaller than a standard power supply. I mean that they aren't rated for enough capacity to...
Typically, they come in anywhere between 150 to 250 watts. Like, average, you'll be lucky you'll get a 300 watt power supply.
Power a GPU. This one is just 240
Exactly.
watts. Now you could bypass these hassles by paying a little bit extra for someone's old custom computer that will provide a more flexible upgrade platform. And if you are a beginner PC builder, that is a very valid route. But we have found that generally the best priced performance is going to be in old mass market machines like this one. And besides, we're making a video, and us playing on hard mode means that you guys get extra entertainment.
Decidedly not entertaining is the amount of time I spent failing to solve problem number 3. Finding a pre-built that includes a power supply with the necessary 8-pin PCIe connector that you need for most GPUs. Ours did not come with one, which means that we had to spend $10 whole buying this very old 400 watt Seasonic. Let's install it. Our new standard power supply has a regular 24-pin connector, but our HP motherboard wants 3 proprietary ones. Luckily,
get those
we
adapters.
don't need to get rid of the old power supply. It can stay here and power everything but the GPU, which will get juice from our new Seasonic. 1 paperclip jumper wire later, and blammo, you got like 650 watts of juice, yo! Complete with this super slick mounting system I'm calling Gravity. Okay, we're not going to install the power supply right now because installation is as simple as plugging in 1 connector, but it's a good time to warn you that it's not ideal to go all 2 PSUs in 1 PC, as you may have instability and reliability issues. The best route, long term, would be to buy an adapter cable that's available for common Dell and HP workstations that adapts 24-pin to whatever they're using. But that costs extra money, and we can't afford the extra $5 to $10 if we're going to hit our budget.
So how do you plan on fitting that GPU?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I have 2 options. One's janky but costs $5, and the other one's really janky, but it's free. Which one do you think we should do?
The free one.
Well, that was easy. What do you think about side panel? Because we're gonna have to deal with this handle, I think, if we want to. Oh, maybe not. There might be enough clearance.
Fine.
So we'll just cut.
Yeah.
Cut a hole.
Perfect. Like I said, like the little note said, so you could just leave the side panel off.
All right, moment of truth. It's fine. It fits.
Yeah, it loves it.
That's so good.
That's great.
Oh my god.
Hell
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, the nice thing too is if we ever need to have a sag bracket, we can just put something here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the best. Amazing work, Alex. Now we need to solve the next problem, which is fitting this GPU around this CPU cooler.
Supposed to be like that.
But that heat pipe is going to get in our way.
Turn it like that.
Oh yeah.
And then maybe it fits.
I think that's going to fit. Oh yeah, no problem. Easy fit.
Sweet.
We might need to cut one more thing. This might get in the way. In a perfect world, we would have taken the computer parts out of the PC when we did this, but
it's fine.
No time.
We might
It's
need one more
alright.
on our
It'll be fine.
I didn't even think about RAM clearance.
I think more cutting is the solution. There we go. Nice.
If you have room in your budget,
Yeah.
I'd recommend scraping off the old thermal crust and replacing it with PTM79.
Nah, now what you need to do is reuse that as new thermal crust.
50 to get better thermal performance. And for taking apart a computer, LTT Precision Driver Kit. This thing fucking rocks. Now we can pretty easily fit a dual slot graphics card in here. Quite nice.
Nice.
But now that we've got the space, which graphics card should we go with? Well, once again, it's not as simple as us just naming the one perfect GPU and you buying it. You'll need to be flexible and patient to see what's actually available in your area. To help you on your way, we found this tier list of older GPUs over on the LTT forum from user 191x7. Your goal should be to spend somewhere between $30 to $50 on a card that is below the 980 Ti, but above the GTX 1060. Now, you might not find that price advertised, but, and this is a great tech tip, be courteous. Politely asking for someone's best price can help save you money. We ended up saving about $25 total on our build today. Perfectly illustrating our point about needing to be flexible, we ended up with two non-ideal options for our GPU. We got this RX 570 with 4 gigs of VRAM for $28, which is really not enough today. Or for about $6.90 more, we got this RX 580, which has 8 gigs of VRAM and is a little faster, but technically broke our budget. The funny thing is, we didn't think we were going to have to compromise quite this much. 578 gigs were used extensively for crypto mining and can be had for very cheap. The issue is that we got bamboozled and this
It's
just
the 4
isn't
gig.
one of them, which, hey, look, if we're being realistic and we're talking about exactly what the experience is like building a PC like this, we've got to meet head on. So we got scammed on our GPU, and you might too.
It happens.
It is worth noting
Happens
this
to
is
me,
not a
happens to
perfect
everyone.
situation, even aside from the parts you can see. This handy PCIe cover, we're going to put right here to make sure that the fan on the GPU doesn't rub against our heatsink. Oh, that's perfect.
Clearance, baby.
Oh, she's sick. The last thing we're going to need, with whatever money we have left, is a cheap SSD. Spinning Rust just isn't going to cut it anymore. Now, some of you are probably going to be surprised to see us using an SSD like this one. SATA SSDs are both slower and more expensive than M.2 drives these days. The issue is that our motherboard doesn't have an M.2
No
slot,
M.2
so
on it.
we settled on our Patriot P210 for $14. We're going to use that as a boot drive, and then we're going to reuse the 500 gig hard drive that came with our workstation for bulk storage. Now we just need this power supply, maybe a little jumper so they both go on.
See, I like hard drives still for like bulk storage and some older games to put on there. But I don't like getting them shipped because they just break in shipping these days.
On at the same time. Nice. Although it should be noted that you can do this with just a little piece of wire if you want to get adventurous. And that's it! It's alive! Did we build an entire gaming PC for the price of a single AAA game?
Yes, we did. $69.50.
Let's see if
Nice.
it's any good. Why don't we kick things off at the bottom of the challenge poll with a competitive gaming title that we've seen run on a literal potato, Counter-Strike 2. It's not bad.
It's working.
It's not bad.
It's a little bit lower than when I was testing.
And the 1% lows are kind of nasty. When she dips, she dips. I do wonder how much of that is the fact that we're stuck
the
with a 4
2500.
gig rather than an 8 gig card.
No, it's the CPU.
Yeah, when I was testing with an 8 gig card, and this was not an issue. It's still playable, but you're definitely not getting an edge from this computer.
And the other 4 gigs of VRAM is going to be the best $6 you ever spent. Do we have a...
We could tinker with the settings. Right now, there's no FSR on, so we could probably get a little bit back.
Sure, yeah, let's try and mess with the settings a little bit.
I have it all low, but I turned FSR off.
There's no question you're going to want to spend another $10 on a GPU with more VRAM, and maybe even another $10 on a better CPU. But there's also no question that this is a modern title that is absolutely running and absolutely playable.
I actually got this 3570 for $5 Canadian.
Oh, really?
nice.
Yeah, and it would be a substantial upgrade, mostly because this is a lower wattage chip. Here's a controller that costs more than twice the computer.
Yeah, the Wolverine Pro did not make it far into our recent controller showdown.
I mean, can't be upset with 150 frames a second.
No, you really can't, can you?
I think that's one of the strongest cases for a computer like this is playing indie games.
Yeah.
Indie
This is
games,
a
esports,
perfectly
perfectly
formulate
fine.
gaming experience.
Mhm. Yeah, the struggle is in loading areas. I think either CPU lets us down or storage, but even that's not that big of a deal. You just load into an area and then it's done.
And dude, that's the kind of thing that we can always upgrade later. Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
It's not the prettiest thing ever, but it's $70.
So Dragon Dogma 2 is a good one to play because that is a $70 game.
Sure. 50 FPS on a two-dimensional loading screen is not a great indicator.
I think it's doing stuff in the background.
Oh, okay. This looks like it's got to be all low.
Yeah, and FSR.
This doesn't look like it's performance FSR. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of FSR.
I feel
I can
that.
really see it when we're moving around. Ooh, okay.
This one's on the hard drive too, so I'm wondering if that's going to have an impact on when we're moving between areas, but that doesn't feel like the kind of area that's loading assets.
No, it really doesn't. Trying to check if I get another really bad stutter when I'm not moving at all. Yeah, we're not even looking at a bottleneck situation. We're looking at a system that can give its all, and its all is not enough. This is pretty slow.
The load times are pretty atrocious. This is 100% off of the hard drive, and we will feel it. The nice thing is Baldur's Gate 3 has a slow hard drive mode. I'm not 100% sure what it does, but it's supposed to help with streaming the assets in a way that balances it a little bit more.
Good guy, Larian.
The best guy.
You know what I think the coolest thing about the PC is, though?
What's
is we're sitting here going, okay, this $70 machine, it might play Baldur's Gate 3. And realistically, looking at this, it's probably not going to be the smoothest experience of all time. But if Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't run in a way that we find acceptable, we could play Baldur's Gate 2, or Baldur's Gate 1, or Neverwinter Nights.
Huh?
The library that can be accessed by this thing.
Decades of
game library. You know,
True.
It's so cool. Okay, well that answers that question then.
There might be some settings we could turn down.
I don't think that's the right answer. I think the right answer is spend the extra $6.
Yes, get the 8 gig card, it's worth it.
Or in some cases, don't even spend the extra. We did find other listings for 570s that had 8 gigs at the same price. We just happened to run into someone who bamboozled us.
I would rather play Baldur's Gate 3 like this than not play Baldur's Gate 3 at all, I tell you what.
And this is a game that costs as much as the computer. Okay, we're gonna max out Balatro. I've never played, so.
You never played it? Oh, it's basically poker with roguelite elements.
I like how at the Game Awards, I'm like, what the fuck is a Balatro?
Okay.
It's so fun.
You get him addicted to
Got it.
Balatro.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
hold
this
on.
company's done. The company's done the moment he gets in on this game.
There's nothing more important than Balatro.
You know what's more important than Balatro? Having a PC that can even play Balatro.
Yep.
And now you can
I was about to say, you know what's more important than Balatro? This segue to our sponsor.
have one for $70.
70 freaking dollars.
Bottom line, I can't believe what we got for the money. But that doesn't mean that a few more dollars wouldn't help. And the first thing I think would probably be a graphics card with 8 gigs of VRAM.
Yes.
And then shortly after that, I need a little bit more SSD storage.
Heck yeah, you do.
There were games that we were running that I felt like, dude, this is playable, except when it would stutter. And I think Baldur's Gate probably took a solid minute and a half to open.
Yeah, it was painful.
It's like going back in time. I also see you holding a couple of other options. Like, what is a RAM upgrade going to cost
It's about 10 to 15 bucks if you want DDR3.
And if we wanted to go for something like a Core i5-3570, which is a higher TDP chip that's going to turbo higher and give us better performance in lightly threaded games, we're looking at about another 10 bucks there as well. That's the thing about these old machines, is if you have a working motherboard and a working power supply, those tend to be the things that fail first. So there is a surplus of replacement parts for things like CPUs and RAM that don't fail as often.
One thing that's really frustrating is I couldn't find a good upgrade path from a 588 gig
without spending like
a significant $100 on just the GPU.
That's
and so
rough.
If you can find a 588 gig, hold on to that until you have about $150, $200, I think.
Maybe what we should do is we should do a $169 gaming.
A 580, specifically 8 gig, like it's just, I don't know, just something special about that card. It hangs on.
PC or a 269 and see how much better performance we can get.
I would love to do that. Why don't you tell us which one you want to see in the comments below?
Why don't you tell us about our segue to our sponsor?
There it is.
Hello, boss. I got you a gift.
What the hell?
the
I thought you
hell?
like it, so I can get a raise.
Why would I use this when I can use a Carpio 2.0 from our sponsor, Delta Hub?
Wait, what? What is that? Why is it so small?
What do you mean it's so small? That's the size for my hand.
This is bigger, and look at this. You can feel your thing.
They even have a limited edition LTT colorway.
What? Since when we work with them?
For ages. This is really important because it allows my whole arm
But that's
to
no
move,
fun.
not just my wrist, which is way more ergonomic. Unlike the Carpio 2.0, it doesn't come in right
I only
and
ever
left-hand
just move my
versions,
wrist.
and by the way, was not designed with help from medical experts.
Well, but I designed this though. Can I get one then?
Yeah, get out. For everyone else out there, you can get one too at the link below.
Whoa.
If you guys like scrappy builds like this one, you should check out the compilation that we put together of the first ever Scrapyard Wars. It's an amazing little
I love
time
Scrapyard
capsule of how
Wars.
things used to be around the LTT office.
Alrighty. Alright, that was Linus building another $69 PC. His tech tips were pretty accurate again. These are some good tech tips. Just the tips. So I'm gonna have the video link in the description and in the comments below. I hope you guys have a good day. Okay, for real, I think I should end stream because I am now dying. So let me go find someone to raid. And you guys can have, like, say hello or whatever to them. Somebody. Eeny, meeny, miny. There we go. My friend.
Maybe Suchina or Yukina. Suchina.